Today, I'm going to be talking about building a personal brand or personal branding. I am Sonjinga SNG, your digital boss, and I'm helping you day to day to build your brand and help you earn an income online. So today, I'm going to be looking at the brand called TATA Motors. From TATA Motors in 1945 to acquiring Jaguar and Land Rover in 2008. What a powerful move. How do you then start as just a brand that other people may perceive just as a small brand, a brand that they wouldn't even want to associate with? Build yourself in such a strong and a powerful way that you'll end up being able to even acquire a very premium luxury brand. What the story of TATA Motors taught me is that any brand can become a premium brand or can evolve over time to even owning the space that only premium brands once previously owned. What we see with the era of social media is the fact that big brands are dying and then small brands are becoming big brands through content creation and building a brand online. When you're looking at people who used to be celebrities just by being on mainstream media, on TV, on magazine, on newspaper, every Sunday on your front page newspapers, those brands which were built on those mediums are struggling to survive now on this space of social media because they were built based on traditional mediums. And then now the world has evolved to these social media spaces. Now I want you to look at yourself as a brand. Take note of the things that I'm going to be talking about in this video and see how can you be able to take an opportunity at this time, build your non-existent known brand to a premium brand that even the most premium brands would want to associate with. There's a lot of people that blew up because of TikTok. I can mention so many brands that traditionally would have never become celebrities or traditionally would have not been known or would have not made money. But because of social media, because of even TikTok on this platform, they've now blown up. They are now credible brands that people love. And these are brands that people love their brand authenticity. People don't really care about your premium luxury nowadays, but they want to look at the brand authenticity. So one of the first things that you need to know in order for you to be able to master your personal brand, you need to know who you are as a brand. The brand who are you? And then once you can define who you are, what makes you you, what makes you unique, and then what are your strengths and weaknesses as a brand, then you now will be able to be in a position to take your known brand to the social or digital community. A lot of people cannot define who their brand is or what their brand is or what it stands for. Once you know that, hey, you're a person who loves to make music, then your brand will always be about music and entertainment and always making us jam to all your journey. Take us through your journey of how you are becoming a music producer, you're creating the dope music. If you're a comedian, you focus on comedy, doing skits and all of that. But you need to know, what are you good at? If you're good at making people laugh, go into comedy. But if you're good at business, get into selling. Whatever you're good with, focus on that. If you know that you're a person who loves clothes, then focus on what? On lifestyle brands. Doing those videos that will be showcasing through to us, get ready with me, they call it what? Clothing hauls and all of those. You need to define your brand and what's great with your brand. If you're an entertainer, come on this platform and entertain us. So once you've identified what is it that will make your brand stand out, then the next thing that you need to do from that is you need to craft your story. We need to know who you are from what you're doing. So what is your story? It's very important for you to know what is your story. And craft your story in such a way that whatever your story is, it must connect to other people's pain points. You could have been a person who was once working a 9-to-5, underpaid, and overly working, always tired and never having money. You get paid today, 3 days later, your money is gone. And then now you share that pain point to how your life has evolved through what you're doing. You are now running a full-time brand online, and then that brand is helping you to make money online. You are now earning 6 figures, 7 figures, and then this is how you did it. So you're helping people who are still stuck on their 9 to 5 based on what you are doing, your product, your message, and your brand offering. And other brands, basically, they could be sharing how they are evolving or how they evolved from the before and the afters, how you were when you were still in varsity stuck doing this, and then how you are now that you are doing this new skill or offering this new product. So it is important for you to understand what is your story. And sometimes a lot of people don't know what their story is. It's a whole new video that I can do into helping you understand how do you identify your story and how do you build your story, because we need to connect with you. And how do we do that? We connect with you by understanding your story. That's how people connect to people. How people connected to the late TATA Nelson Mandela was basically based on the story that was carefully crafted through his PR team, and then who he is, and what he went through to become who he is or he was. So then you need to be able to carefully understand who you are and what your brand offering is through storytelling. Tell us your story, share your story, and then build your brand by doing so. And once you've done that, it is important for you to clearly define your target audience. TATA Motors' target audience, when they launched the TATA Indy Cup, they wanted to penetrate a low-income earning group, ensuring that they create small but affordable family vehicles. And guess what? A lot of people bought them the most. Back in India, a lot of Indians bought those vehicles because they were affordable, and that was their target audience. They launched in South Africa, they were a big hit, even though some people didn't like the brand, but a lot of low to medium income groups, because that's what they can afford, that's what they were buying. So be clear as to who you are targeting, and whoever can laugh at your brand is not your target audience. If people are not connecting with your brand, don't cry. They are not your target audience. Always focus on delivering your message, crafting and delivering your message targeted to your target audience. And then when you do that, you will find your tribe and they will connect with you. Then you'll get to build a community around your brand. And then just like Queen Bee, everywhere you go, people will support you. And as I'm busy doing this video, I would like to thank you, Beyonce. You need to thank Beyonce. You'll understand if you're following Queen Bee as to why. So this is the power of an online brand. The next point that I want to talk about is you need to build your online presence through consistent content creation. We need to know who you are here. On this is a completely different world from our traditional world. So introduce yourself in the space by ensuring that you come day by day, you deliver quality content based on what your crafted story is, and then you share it with us. Build yourself through your consistent content every single day, and that's how you're going to connect with your people, and that is how you're going to build your brand. Be consistent in crafting and in sharing quality content. Don't just share content, but share quality content. And if it's entertainment, your quality content is different from someone who's building a luxury brand. Be authentic as a brand and ensure that whatever the content you are creating, it is consistent to the kind of brand that you are crafting. Tata wouldn't care about building any car like Range Rover or Jaguar or Land Rover. Hence, when they had the money, they had to acquire that premium luxury brand so that they can diversify that. But they still remain true to self. Now, go back to Tata, they still have got the same brand values, even though they can now afford such premium luxury. That is how you remain powerful as a brand. No matter what, another important point you need to always remember, stay authentic. People here on social media, they vibe with authenticity. You know, waking up in the morning, sharing with people how your day is starting and evolving. Spend a day with me. We want to know who you are. So we want to know when you wake up, what is it that you do? And then during the day, where do you go? Do you gym? Do you have any gym routine? Do you have any gym exercises? Do you do affirmations? And when you go out, do you go out to gym? Where do you work? What do you do? Where do you hang out and chill? Where is your favorite coffee spot? Where do you eat your lunch? We want to know everything. We want to know what is your pet's name. Those type of details, if your brand is about giving us an access to that information, give it to us. But we cannot connect to the brand that we do not know. People want to get to feel like they know you. Abantu cannot support brands that they don't know. They need to have a vibe like, we know you, we get you. So now do open your brand up to that. And if you're not comfortable with doing that, you're not going to survive here online. That is why a lot of premium brands like celebrities and actors, some of them, even though they are big, but they cannot be as big as they wish they could, because they need to carefully craft their brands. They need to remain with that, crafted premium luxury, and it becomes so expensive on a day-to-day for them to come and deliver quality content. But a lot of celebrities are now understanding that, chill, you need to remain social on these social media platforms. And then if you don't do that as a celebrity or influencer, then you cannot be able to build a quality brand that goes viral online, because anything and anyone can go viral nowadays based on them being authentic as brands, based on them, remaining true to self, to who you started as. People are connecting with that. Don't go. And when your brand is growing and then you change on people. And then when you do that, just know that you could be losing a lot of people. Another point that I want to touch on is when your brand is growing, you need to also adapt to change. There will always be, changes that come in anything. When as I was mentioning with celebrities that are not adapting to change, they're not going to continue having influence in this online space. There will be new entrances of kids who are becoming kid celebrities or kidfluencers, whatever they are called. I'm not too sure about the term that they are called, but they are kids who become influencers that now big celebrities need to go on their comment sections and comment so that we can still see them, so that they can be relevant. Now new entrances are going to be coming online and they're going to take over. People may be looking at your brand as a TATA brand, but guess what? With social media, you can take over and end up owning this premium Jaguar Land Rover brands. This is your chance to become the best at what you are doing. Craft your message, put yourself out there, and guess what? There's a community of people who are ready to connect with you. It is very important also to focus on being, having fun when you're building your brand. Focus on ensuring that you're enjoying the process. When you're not enjoying the process, you are going to burn out, because this is something that you need to do because you're passionate about. If you're not passionate about it, don't do it because you saw someone else do it, because over time, 3 months, 6 months down the line, you won't be doing what you're doing because you would have copied people who are doing great, but you don't know why they started. So understand why you're starting, and then when you do, identify your strengths and weaknesses, and when you know that, then craft your story, and then once you've crafted your story, take it online to your carefully defined target audience. And then when you do that, remember, keep on building your brand online through creating consistent content every single day. Show up, vuga ugeze ubangene, do what you do best. If you love dancing, come dance every single day. Show us the DIY on how you do what you do. And then once you've done that, if there's anything that changes, be ready to adapt to change. And most important, enjoy what you are doing. I am Sonjinga SNG. Thank you.